Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody that is very convincing and feels confident that they can persuade somebody to believe them that they're going to come back or they're going to stay. It's kind of like if you were throwing a big party and you asked your best friend, hey, can you stay the next day and help me clean up the beer bottles, right? And this person's like, oh, of course, nothing would make me happier. But then they leave before midnight. This is a person who kind of knows that maybe that promise they're making isn't something that they're going to be able to keep. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you've got some nice weather. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below, but it is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's the only way I will communicate about personal readings. And let's dive in. Let's see, with the Gold and the Normand, and see what else we need to know. Number 13, the Girl, and number 33, the Key. So this is innocence or something new. But to be honest, I also feel like for some of you, this could be a small child who says something, and maybe initially people are kind of like, oh, come on, there's no way, no. But then the more you think about it, you're like, actually, maybe that child is right. But this is maybe going to kind of surprise you in terms of who has the right opinion or who is more believable. This is the Kipper. Hello, Redbeard. How are you doing today? We've got unexpected income, official person in the reverse, and main female. This could be somebody who's asking for a loan, or somebody who's asking for you to hold on to some money or something of value. This could be somebody who is saying that they have credentials, or they're a lawyer or a general contractor. But with official person in the reverse, this is somebody who is not what they say they are. So if you're trying to figure out how to spend some money that you just recently came into, or you made a nice paycheck, be cautious, because it feels to me like this is somebody that you could potentially spend your money with, like a laborer, for example, and they may feel like they can take advantage of you. They may see you as this child, somebody who's a little bit naive or doesn't know what the costs really are. This could have to do with the cost of moving or the cost of a new residence. Or somebody who is selling property and doesn't necessarily know the market value. There's a person that you could potentially lean on in terms of their expertise. And your advice here is don't get stuck with this person, because they're going to be in some way more about their own self-interest, not about doing right by you. Hello, Miss Princess. Hello, Voyager. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Fortune. How are we doing? All right, let's get a few from... This is the Jack-O-Lantern Tarot. What else do we have? Three of Pentacles and the reverse. Nine of Swords and the Two of Cups. Yeah, I think this is an agreement. This Two of Cups, this is like, okay, this seems like a great thing. I was worried about how I was going to get that done, or I was worried about how I could make this work. But this friend is going to help me. But this is not somebody that is trustworthy. So this is saying, do a background check or validate somebody's credentials. I really do feel like this is somebody who has the ability to kind of win people over with their words. And it makes you kind of feel like, oh, well, maybe I don't have to double check that. Maybe I don't have to worry about whether or not that person is on the up and up. Eight of Cups, Three of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So this is the second time we've had the Eight of Cups come out, and the second time we've had the Three of Wands, although it was previously in the reverse. This is somebody who is going to say that they can do something or they're going to stick around, and they're not going to. There's something they're torn between and they haven't really made up their mind, but this is not a top priority for them. They're okay with doing something to kind of put you in a difficult position or a tight spot. So I can't help but think of like a contractor that's willing to break a contract or take money and then not finish the job and, leave. Hello, Michael. Hello, Flora. How are you doing? Six of Cups, Emperor, and the Hierophant in the reverse. So because this is somebody who you may know through another individual, or because maybe they came recommended, or you've known them for a long time, maybe you like met them in high school or something, you have some level of confidence that they would do right by whatever they tell you. But I don't see that they have as high morals or high honor as you would like to assume. This could be somebody who had, like played by the rules or done really nice work 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but there's something that's changed. This is somebody who's playing a little bit fast and loose with the rules, or doesn't necessarily follow like building code, for example. Four of Wands, the Fool, Page of Swords, and the King of Cups. There's somebody else that you'll talk to about this same project or this same, opportunity to partner with somebody. There's somebody else who would do a much better job, who would do right by whatever the contract is. So at least get a couple quotes, right? Talk to a few people. Page of Swords, King of Cups. Okay, for some of you, I see that this innocent person that may have an opinion maybe actually like your dog, who normally likes a lot of people, doesn't like this person for some reason. And it's going to be weird for you. Like normally, like they just want to like get pet by everyone, but they don't like you. There's going to be some little tip off here. And initially you might want to just kind of brush it off, but it actually later on, you're like, you knew. Page of Swords and the King of Cups. Be cautious because somebody's going to try to play on your emotions to get you to agree. It could be something along the lines of, well, I mean, you could talk to some other people, but I know you wanted to get this done as quickly as possible. And if you sign today, then I can do this for you this weekend. But that's a trick. Just be cautious. You want to make sure that you really know what you're signing or committing to before you go into a contract with this person. This is the Pause Tarot. Hello, Bradley. How's it going? Yeah. Well, I wish everyone was that way, Redbeard. All right, what else do we have? Seven of Wands, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups in the reverse. There's some excuse or strange story. Hey, I have to go to the store. I have to get this. Or, I got a random last minute call. It looks like something's not doing so great in terms of like my mom or something. They make up some story to leave. And the timing is exactly when they run out of money, or exactly when they're planning to skip town, or when they're planning to do the thing that they told you that they wouldn't. So this is basically saying you can't really count on this person, and it would be better if you be a little bit reserved or even defensive because this person doesn't have the best of intentions. They want to find a way to, I mean, it kind of feels like they want to steal from you. Queen of Cups in the reverse, Strength in the reverse, Eight of Swords. So if we have some sort of, delivering issue, oh, the product is on back order, or, my back is injured. This is somebody who's going to play, again, they're going to play on your emotions to try to make you feel like, okay, well, I guess that's understandable. Sure, we don't have to follow the contract. Be cautious. Or, at the very least, offer some kind of negotiation or red lines on the contract that offer the protection that you need if something misses a deadline, for example. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Empress and High Priestess. So this is somebody who is willing to lie or mislead you for money, or, if that means they get to kind of hold on to your money. I do see for somebody, this is a person who gets paid for one job so that they can move on to another, or like buy the materials that they need for another. It's like, what is it? Stealing from one to pay another. I can't think of what it is. Peter and Paul, I think, are involved. But this is somebody who plays like a little bit of a shell game with materials or assets or money, or even like owing people things, right? Which I guess is a loan. But they're looking at you as somebody that has enough. You could do just fine if, I stole, yes, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Thank you, Miss Princess. This is somebody who feels like you'll do just fine, whatever. You don't need whatever that is. And they feel like they can get ahead by being sneaky with somebody that, for whatever reason, they feel like you wouldn't call them out. They feel like you wouldn't say, like, are you really trying to steal right now? They're expecting that you would be a bit more diplomatic, and therefore they can take advantage of that. And instead, I think you're being encouraged, either don't work with this person at all, or if you're going to work with this person, you need to be in control of the purse strings. Do not pay for materials ahead of time so that they can go buy them. Make it, if you have to, I'll go buy the materials and I'll have them for you, but I don't want to put you in control. There's something here about being shysty with the money. Is that offensive? I don't know where that word came from. This is the Tarot of the Nile. What else do we have? Hello, Bitchy Tata. How's it going? Eight of Wands, Three of Swords in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. There's going to be another clue for you. If you push back, even like on the tiniest detail, in terms of somebody's contract, in terms of their requirements, or like, let's say that that example I used where you would go buy the materials instead of giving them the money up front. This is like, you say something, you question their process, or you poke a little bit of a hole in their plan, and they don't have a reasonable thing to say, right? But they get defensive. No, we don't do it that way. No, we find it's a lot easier. No, we've had issues with people buying the wrong thing. Well, give me a list. This is somebody who's going to push back on you, pushing back on them. If, again, you actually pursue the contract with this person, I think you could find a different contract or a different person to, fill this. Maybe it's just you're a hiring manager, but whoever this is, they're going to leave you high and dry. They just want the money, and then they're going to leave town or go use that money for something else. Three of Cups in the reverse, the Lovers, Temperance. For some of you, this is saying you might think it's better to work with somebody that you know, or hire somebody that you consider a friend, or maybe it's even somebody you're related to. But this is saying, it doesn't mix. So find somebody that has a better reputation, There's a person who is better suited to the project or better suited to the requirements, and above all, actually honorable. The person that you initially talked to, there's something here they're saying like, oh, I can do that, but they can't. And it could have to do with scheduling. It could have to do with the actual thing that you're asking them to do, the task. That's so cool. Did I miss somebody? Uh-oh, you're going to get me to use my favorite German words. Hello, Holy Yoga. How are you doing? Hello, Kiekenschouler. So we've got 6 of Pentacles and the reverse, the 2 of Pentacles and the reverse, and the 10 of Pentacles. So this is a large sum of money, and that's, you know, relative to you, right? Some people feel like $100 is a lot of money. Some people think 1,000. Some people think 100,000 is. But there's a lot of money on the table here, and this person is looking to do something that would go back on the contract or would literally just be like a, what do they call it? I can't remember. They're looking to take your money, okay? So 6 of Pentacles in the reverse is a loss. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like because this person already has financial problems, they may have overextended themselves in their business, or they may have misquoted something, been sued recently, something along those lines. Justice in the reverse. 7 of Pentacles. And Strength in the reverse. The thing is, they kind of like fold under pressure. They're looking for people that aren't going to question them. They're looking for people who are just going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I understand. Instead of saying, no, that's not what we agreed to. So if you can't do it, I expect you to subcontract that out because we have a deadline that we agreed upon. If you are a bit more rigid or, you know, kind of a jerk, sorry to say, but if you are very precise about how you want things done and you have control over the purse strings, then this person I feel is going to back out. They're going to find, oh, sorry, scheduling issue. I guess I can't do it after all. Because they're just looking for somebody who's going to be like, oh, okay, here's all the money. Oh, yeah. What? It's going to take you 3 months? Oh, okay. If you show that you are not that person, then they're going to be like, ooh, maybe this is not the project that I want, because I'm going to have to like explain myself, and I don't want to do that. Hello, Deborah. How are you doing? What else do we have? Lost, ghosted, blocked, cut off, drama queen in the reverse, thirsty, causing chaos, irreconcilable differences, and divorce final. So this is somebody who has a reputation for disappearing flat out, because we had the 8 of Cups a couple times. This is somebody who thinks that they can just disappear after an agreement. They don't feel bad. They don't feel guilty. They're just here trying to get the money without actually having to do the work. So you might feel like you're being rude or overbearing. But if you have that control over the details, then this person's going to say, oh, yeah, looks like it won't work out after all. I have a scheduling conflict, or oops, I hurt my back. And instead of it being a delay and you losing your money, it'll be a, I guess we can't work together. And then you don't lose your money, which is better. Anxiety, scared, panic, alien, telepathic, dreams, and songs, and cleansing in the reverse. So you won't have to deal with a storm of poo if you don't sign this person's contract. Again, you're going to see that they get a little bit like uncomfortable, like, you know, adjusting the collar. If you push back, if you show that you're the type of person that's going to be a little bit bossy, just lean into being bossy, okay? Because you have some sort of intuition. I feel like you're the high priestess that tells you something isn't right. And when you kind of ask, oh, why are we doing it that way? Or why is this, you know, not following the schedule? Why is this unusual compared to other contracts that I've seen? That's when this person's going to be like, oh, okay, maybe I don't want to do this, because you might like sue me, or you might find out what happened or get me in trouble. They end up excusing themselves from the table because they realize that you're nobody to mess with. Yeah, this is someone who feels like because there's some, you went to high school or you were friends, or maybe this is even somebody who was an ex of yours. Somebody feels I can leverage the emotions. I can, maybe you'll feel bad for me and say, oh, well, I could hire for a job in my house. They're just looking for a way to make you feel like you have to help them in some way, but it's really a handout they want. They're not looking to do, whatever the work is. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. Hello, Kingly Eagle. How you doing? Uncover number 16, nostalgia, sentimentality, and memory. Because we have these memories, maybe we knew each other as kids, maybe we went to the same church, whatever it is, I'm sure you'll just kind of put up with whatever I say is how it should go. Or, oh, of course that price is more because, I didn't know you could get it at that price where you found it. The key, number 26, inner calling, clarity, resolve, intention, and objective. So this is about you being precise. If you have a clear contract, if you have a very obvious, no loopholes or any other way to read it approach to this, then I think this person's going to back off. It's when you have the, obscurity or the wiggle room or, yeah, we just want it done by summer. No, you need to have like a specific date. This person is looking for those that don't know how to negotiate contracts or don't know how to protect themselves against somebody who's going to flake on them. 34, ascension, transformation, end of cycle, beginnings, change, and metamorphosis. Maybe this person knew you before you've gone through this metamorphosis. Maybe they feel like you're a doormat, but you ain't. And they're about to find out that you're not going to just roll over and let them take some money of yours. You're a bit smarter than they've given you credit for. So kind of wish I could watch. This is the Rider-Waite or the Waite-Smith. What else do we have? Hello, Danny. How are you doing? Hello, upper echelon. What's happening? So we've got the Hermit. This is you. Don't you look fashionable and smart? They think that you're not going to, be the type to double check on prices, that maybe you're not going to look into reviews from other people because, again, they feel like, oh, we go way back, or because you feel, like your friends that they can just kind of mess with you. But the thing is, you're not going to be the type to let them, kind of put you in a difficult spot. You're going to negotiate ahead of time. You're going to protect yourself against some of those things that other people seem to kind of forget are potential issues. So patience, firm boundaries and rules, deadlines. Do not be amenable. Do not compromise. And if it doesn't suit you, don't sign a contract, don't work with this person. And I would consider not mixing friends and business, because it feels to me like this person has serious financial issues. They may have lost money on a previous project. They may have a gambling issue, or I don't know, something. But this is somebody who's looking to take your money and make it their money without doing the work or whatever you agreed. Six of Wands and the Empress. Because you have this pretty legit intuition, I do feel like you're going to take action to protect yourself. You're going to be able to avoid a loss, but you needed to have just a little bit of confirmation, a little bit of a heads up. With the Six of Wands, there is somebody here who's going to be able to help you or fulfill this role or this contract for you. For some of you, the letter O is important. We've got Temperance, Eight of Swords. I'm laughing because I just heard like a commercial, oops, a commercial, like, what's it called? Like a marketing tune. I don't really feel like advertising for anyone, but it's, what is there like a hair on my nose? It's like a car body shop that starts with the letter O. You probably know what I'm talking about anyways. But the letter O is important, not that. We've got somebody who feels like because you're more interested in keeping the peace, or because you wouldn't necessarily want to start an argument, you wouldn't want to irritate like if there's a third party in between the two of you, maybe they feel like you don't want to irritate your, brother who's their best friend. So this is again using the emotion over you to kind of delay any reactions that would be adverse or call them out on taking your money. Page of Wands, Six of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the reverse. Yeah, because we have this, we go back or we go way back, or we went to school, or, you're married to my best friend. I feel like if you're upset, you're going to keep it to yourself. You're not going to actually like blame me. And that means I can do whatever I want. So I think I've kind of expressed that enough times. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a few from the Zodiac fortune telling cards. You are going to move to a new house. Do not give up hope. That change card we got earlier from the Kipper does indicate somebody who's moving. So this could be about buying or selling a property, doing some remodeling before that or after that. But we have a guest means trouble. So there's somebody who may want to stay at your place while they work on it, or there's somebody who may, want to rent. I would not encourage this guest to come. Beware of a jealous woman. You are a very well-liked person. This may be part of the problem because you are so likable. Someone may feel, again, that you're going to be a little bit of a pushover or a doormat. You worry over small matters. Don't let somebody's opinion of you stop you from negotiating the way you need to when it comes to your money. A false friend, beware. So I'm telling you, this is somebody you've known for a while, or somebody who is a friend of a friend, and they don't really seem to have that compassion or concern over taking somebody else's money, because they feel like what they need is more important. What else do we have? Number 39, the dice, could indicate somebody who has a gambling problem, or somebody who takes too many risks with their own money. So now they need to figure out a way to pay their bills. And I think this is somebody who feels like a friend or somebody they've known for a long time would be able to solve that problem for them. Oh, I'll pay you back, or, oh yeah, of course, I'll do that project for you. Just, give me that money now because I have to pay, or, like my car gets taken away. But they are saying whatever they're promising, they're saying they're going to do that. And it's not something they're actually going to do. They just want what they want. And then they're going to poof, disappear. Probably, especially so if it's because of a car. We've got number 42, which is the compass, and number 44, the magnifying glass. This is, to me, symbolic of, yes, there is another direction you could go. There's somebody else you could work with, somebody who would be much more trustworthy. But if you're going to work with this person, you take a, what is it called? Fine-tooth comb and go through that contract, and you better negotiate some additional contract language, because this is somebody who's going to use the loopholes in the contract that they present or that they frequently use to not have to do what they are promising to do. We've got the Tower, which is number 19. This could be a reference to people in your network or an actual building, especially if we're talking about somebody who's moving. And then somebody who's got a little bit of ambiguity, or a little bit of like a screen that they can, make sure that you don't know all the details, right? This is particularly, I think, applicable to those of you where you would be giving money to somebody to go purchase things that you could yourself purchase and make sure that there's no unnecessary upcharge or dishonesty regarding the cost of materials. All right. This is the truth is. What else do we have, please? You might get a self-absorbed card because it does feel like there's somebody here who just doesn't know how to consider other people. Yeah, I agree, Voyager. So this could be somebody who you're actually related to or somebody who's a close family friend. And this could also be somebody who is married to a close friend of yours. For some of you, it could be an ex. And then we've got speak up, time to be honest about the way you feel. Absolutely, absolutely. You have to be willing to negotiate and willing to tell somebody that's not going to work for me, because otherwise you get talked into something and you know it's not right. And I feel like there's this opportunity for you to speak up and avoid that loss, even though it may feel a bit uncomfortable. We've got forbidden love. This relationship is frowned upon by many. There could be, for many of you, somebody who is trying to be disrespectful or even views you as somebody they should take something from because they don't like who you're in a relationship with, or in general, the family doesn't really approve. So, it's like they're justifying taking something from you. Well, you don't deserve it anyways, or, you're not living the right kind of lifestyle. So I'm not going to feel bad about mistreating you. It's a bit heartless, right? This is what's the news. What else do we have? We might get the repo card because it does seem like we've got somebody with some concerns regarding their bills. Hello, Johnny. How are you doing? Hello, Frederick. I hope you're having a good day. So we've got lipstick evidence, infidelity, caught cheating, and betrayal. I think this is more so about caught cheating in terms of finances, but for many of you, there could be some sense here of some, kind of like secret affair that is problematic for this situation. I don't see that as core to the story for most of you. Then we've got honeymooning, love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feels. It's the talking often part that I'm drawn to. So this is somebody who feels like, again, if they keep you talking or if they're able to like leverage their charm, they can get their way. So they're a smooth talker, somebody who can make promises that sound believable, but your intuition makes you feel like, I don't know if I can trust this person. And with the official status, this could be somebody who is dating a close friend of yours or somebody who is an ex. We've got harmony, balance, peace, happiness, rebound, and numbing with high vibing. So yeah, there's a way to avoid this issue. You just have to trust your discernment, because I do feel like you'll be more at ease around the person who can offer this work and actually deliver on it. It's the convenience of the first offer and the fact that you know somebody like tangentially or indirectly that makes this seem like it's a convenient or a good option. But I do think you're going to start to notice that the person you're talking about working with or paying some money to has some unreliable behavior, or they can't seem to justify certain things. There could be some sort of self-medication happening here, and that could, be why we have the financial issues. But we've got also some sort of addiction to a type of lifestyle. So this could be, I spend too much money on shoes, I spend too much money on cars, or whatever it is, right? Going out. And that's part of why they're, looking for ways to get money, but they have hidden intentions. I'm going to take your money and I'm not going to do what I promised you I would do. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Hello, Pharaoh. I hope you're having a good day. I hope to see you on the next reading, and toodles.